I did not mean to cry. Really, I know this baby could look like literally anything and I would feel the exact same way. Hey guys, it's Saturday. It's actually Saturday afternoon. It's actually almost 4 o'clock. I don't know where the day went. It just flew by. We actually just got done having a barbecue and gelato with some friends. It was all really good. I could probably use a nap right now because I'm so full and that gelato was so good. I should have started the vlog earlier, but right now we just stopped at Sherwin-Williams and we're gonna pick up some paint for the nursery, finally. Grant just saw it's gonna take us almost 30 minutes to get home because there's crazy traffic, and there's been crazy traffic for the past, I don't know, day or two. I don't know. Yesterday and today, okay? That's all it took, man. I'm on the edge. Grant, he was like, I just want to move to the country and we can take our date nights at Texas Roadhouse, or you can just cook me dinner. And then he started singing. Country road. Hey, no. I don't think Grant is a country guy at all. That's what 27 minutes of traffic will do to you. Yeah, I'm out of here, dude. Out like a light. Wow, that's all it took. You'd love to see it. All right, so it actually did take us kind of a long time to get home, and then by the time we got home, we were both so tired. I was actually feeling really good about myself because after we ate that like feast of barbecue, I wasn't wiped out, and I feel like I normally would be, especially lately. I've been tired again in the afternoons, which I'm kind of disappointed about because I've heard so much about having so much energy in the second trimester, and I feel like it's not living up to my expectations. I'm sure a lot of people have that too. But we came home, we fell asleep, and we just woke up like 10 minutes before we needed to leave for a dinner reservation because we're doing another date night tonight. I don't know, I guess it was like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, we went out and we actually had like a fancy dinner, and we kind of never do that. But shortly before we went to that dinner, I kind of just realized like we need to be taking advantage of this time. The baby is coming, you know, not soon, but relatively soon. Like, we need to really enjoy this time together, and Grant made these reservations and we almost slept through them, and we need to go. And I was planning on changing into another dress, but honestly, we don't have time. But I want to show you this dress because actually you guys have seen this dress before, maybe a bunch of times. I got it last year. I love this dress so much. I think it's so cute. I love the colors. I love the sleeves. I love the ties. I especially love the back detail. It ties up and it's kind of open back there. It's super affordable. It's from Amazon. It's one of my all-time favorite dresses that I've gotten from Amazon. And I kind of didn't think that it would work with the bump, but it totally does. It's a little bit shorter than it was pre-bump, but I think it totally works and I love it. So if you are looking for bump-friendly dresses that are super affordable, this is definitely a very good option. I'm just gonna go ahead and wear it to dinner. I don't think this place is like fancy or anything, so I think this will be fine. So I might have not changed for going out to dinner, and I'm literally wearing the dress to dinner that I just took a nap in. If that is not a daytime nightgown, I don't know what it is. It is just that comfy. But this guy over here, oh, you know he changed. He changed from head to toe. We've got some new pants on. We've got a semi-new shirt on. We've got new shoes. Yeah. New shoes. I saw you guys in the comments last weekend saying that you did not believe for 1 second that Grant forgot his clothes because he just wanted to go out and shop. And you know what? I didn't even think of that. Yeah, thanks guys. I think you all know my husband better than I do. I'll be on the lookout now. No more smooth moves from this one. No more smooth, what do you mean no more smooth moves? That wasn't no more smooth moves. I much rather would have worn the stuff that I planned on bringing. No, I believe him. I believe him because the night before when we were packing, I saw him like debating on outfits and stuff, and he had it all in like a hanging bag. But he hung it in the closet rather than putting it with the suitcase, so that's where the mistake happened. Yeah. And I also remember a time where Grant and I went on a trip and he forgot all his underwear. So the forgetting things, it just happens sometimes.
Yeah, that wasn't even that long ago.
It really wasn't. I still feel like I can't breathe from our last feast. We're about to go feast again. So we had a barbecue from Pecan Lodge, and I want to say, if you're looking for barbecue in the Dallas area, Pecan Lodge is a great choice. I didn't get what I normally get there, which is, it's called the Hot Mess. It's a huge sweet potato and it's stuffed with barbecue and all the stuff that you would put in a baked potato, but it's a sweet potato and it's so good. I mean, it doesn't sound like the most incredible thing, but honestly it is, and it's so huge. So that's why I didn't want to get it when we were eating at our friend's house, because I was gonna have leftovers. Like it will feed you for like 3 meals. It's that big. So that's what you should get, and that's where you should go for barbecue in Dallas.
We should try more barbecue places now, but yeah, that's definitely the best one we've been to so far.
Yeah.
If you only have time to go to one, that's the one.
Like, I feel like people ask me here and there, just like at the last second, like, I'm going to Dallas, like, where should I eat? What should I do? And when I'm put on the spot like that, I can never think of all of my recommendations, but this is what I can do. When I'm thinking about it, when I've just had it, I'll let you know. All right, people, it is Sunday and today has definitely not gone how I planned it, but it's okay. We're gonna make the most of it. And first, I wanna give you a little update. This is great. Okay, I think that's better. The sun is out. I'm so happy to see it because it's been storming like crazy today ever since the moment we woke up. And like, I really had some big painting dreams today, and obviously that's not gonna happen. I really wanted to start in the morning, but even like opening the window to ventilate the room as we paint, that wasn't even possible with all of the rain that was happening all day until now. And so I think what I'm gonna focus on is just mapping it out on the wall, because to be honest with you, I'm not even sure if my vision is going to work. There are a couple of different options that I haven't nailed down completely, but once I get it up on the wall, it'll be a lot easier to visualize. So we'll do that today. We can do that together in just a little bit, but I wanted to sit down with you guys. Today is a big day. Obviously I'm not in Houston, but today is the last day of my sister Mary's pregnancy. Probably not actually, but she's getting induced tonight, like early Monday morning, literally 3 a.m. Is that normal? That could be a completely normal practice and I'm just not aware, but it seems like borderline abusive to have someone show up at 3 a.m. to get induced. But I mean, obviously doctors schedule it that way so that, you know, a lot of time can pass and it can be like during normal working hours when hopefully you do have your baby. But it just seems crazy. For me, if I was getting induced, it would be so hard for me to sleep the night before. I'd be so excited. It would be like Christmas morning, day before you go on a vacation. You just like are so excited and probably so nervous, and it's just like a wild time to be alive. So maybe it doesn't even matter that you're having to go in at the middle of the night. But the point is, I am so excited for her. I'm about to be an aunt. I'm so excited for this baby. I am praying that everything goes smoothly and safely and just perfectly. And I'm just so excited. So today's a big day in that way. But also on Friday, I went to my regular OB and then I went to my high risk appointment that I always have on Fridays. And this Friday, I got a 3D picture of the baby. So like the first time basically I've seen the baby's face. Blows my mind. It was not like a scheduled thing. I think some people like go to a specific place to get 3D ultrasounds. I didn't do that. Actually last week, the ultrasound person like tried to do it. I don't know how it works really, but she kind of just like aimed the image over the baby's face and just like flipped a switch and was like, let's see if we can make the 3D happen. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't even know we had that possibility right now. And last week, the umbilical cord was in the way, and so it wouldn't process the image correctly or whatever, so we couldn't get that picture. But this week, we got that baby's face. And this baby's face is so cute. I got so many pictures this week. We got 4 of the 3D images. I will just insert the images. It just blew my mind. Like, number one, can't believe that we have this technology that I could see my baby's face before the baby is here. I'm sure every single mom that has ever been a mom is just like enchanted by the face of their baby. But this baby is just so precious, and I just cannot wait, and I'm so excited, and I feel like I'm about to cry suddenly. It's just, these pictures are so special, and I mean, every ultrasound that I've gotten has been so special. Even back, that very first picture that I have, that was literally the baby as an embryo, like a cell. Like, that's so special to me. It's been on our refrigerator since the day we got it, and every single ultrasound since, which we've had a billion ultrasounds because of these high-risk appointments. But it's just like, I'm just so excited, and this is ridiculous. I did not mean to cry. Really, I know this baby could look like literally anything, and I would feel the exact same way. A little nose, a little mouth. I could go on and on forever, and I just love this baby so much already. And I feel like I'm already getting, you know, at least a little bit of a hint of the personality of the baby, or what they're gonna be like, you know, maybe this much, and maybe I'm reading into it too much, but like, this baby is so active, busy bee, nonstop, making things happen, making room. It's just constant activity, and literally every time I go to these appointments, they are like stunned by how much the baby is moving, and they have to like really try to be precise to get these heart rates and to see what they need to see. And it's always a challenge because this baby has another plan for what we're gonna do. Getting to see these pictures, it was just such a special moment. And Grant wasn't actually able to come to these appointments because he had to work. Totally understandable. It's been a luxury to have him come to as many appointments as he's been able to come to. He wasn't able to come to that one, but hopefully he'll be able to come to some of the future appointments. But I wanted him to be there so bad when we got that 3D image, but I sent him the pictures as soon as I possibly could. I zoomed in on the screen that you can look at while you're getting the ultrasound as I was sitting there. And actually, you're not supposed to record in the room. That's why I haven't like vlogged from these appointments, because they don't allow pictures or video. But I did take a little picture of the screen, and I like blocked out all the words and everything. I put it on my story, and so many people were like, obviously it's a boy, clearly this is a girl. Like, so many people, just from like the outline of the face, it wasn't even the 3D image, they're like, oh, clearly the gender is blank. Like, there were so many going both ways. And I get those kind of comments, like DMs, comments on these videos all the time. Everybody has an opinion, everybody has a hunch, everybody's like reading the signs and stuff like that. And I'm sorry that I haven't done like a proper like gender reveal yet, but it just hasn't felt like the right time. And also I haven't felt like I had like the perfect idea, so I'm not like holding out. But it's just something that honestly I've never seen myself doing. That's why we immediately told like friends and family in real life. We're like, we're pregnant. It's a, you know, it was like never like a held out surprise, and it's not a surprise to us, obviously. So it's a very different kind of gender reveal where I'm just like surprising you guys. It just honestly hasn't been a priority so far, but I've been thinking about it, and I will do it. It is coming, just not right now. You know what I mean? But I do think it's so funny to see all the different ways people decide whether it's a boy or a girl, like based on the profile, or based on like the heart rate, or seemingly based on nothing. People will respond to like just like a random story and be like, I know it's a boy, I know it's a girl, like flat out, which it's just interesting to me. But hey, you know what? let's take this moment. Give me your guesses. In the comments, let me know. Do you think it's a boy? Do you think it's a girl? Do you not care? That's a valid response as well. But a lot of people definitely care, and they have ideas and they have guesses, and I think we should just leave them all in the comments here today. I am listening. Let me know what you think. You can tell me why you think that or not, whatever, totally up to you. But actual update on the baby. Baby's looking good. The heart rate is good. The rhythm is good. All of the organs, the bottom of the feet, all of those things are good. And I'm at 24 weeks. I think today I'm 24 weeks and 4 days. And from what the cardiologist said, the highest risk period is 20 weeks to 24 weeks. I'm pretty sure that's what she said. And the high risk period in general was like 16 to 18 weeks to 26 weeks. So I'm gonna continue these weekly visits with the high risk OB through 26 weeks. Then after that, I'm gonna switch to every other week. So I still have a lot of these appointments going forward. I am honestly just so thankful for them. I'm, you know, always excited to see the baby, and I'm always so happy and so relieved to hear that the baby is looking good, moving around, looking cute, and everything is growing and developing properly. It's just so relieving. And it was kind of funny, like the doctor walked in after the ultrasound person left. You know, the way the high risk appointments go, it's like you see an ultrasound person for kind of a long ultrasound at the beginning, and then towards the end, the actual doctor comes in and goes over everything that they looked at, and then answers any questions you have, and kind of like goes over like results or whatever. And when the doctor walked in this time, after I had just gotten this 3D image of the baby, seeing the baby's face basically for the first time, she walked in and she was like, "How are you doing? Like, how's everything going?" And I was like, "I'm amazing. I just got to see the first 3D image. Like, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. This is so great." And she's like, "Yeah, well, I mean, that's one of the good things about having to see me." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just so lucky." And I thought about it more, and I was like, well, I guess I'm not that lucky. But really, at the end of the day, even though it's, you know, not the best situation to be having to go to these appointments every week, you know, we've gotten good news every single week, and I'm so grateful for that. And I see all the good in it, and I see that we've been lucky enough to have good news every time, and I'm getting to see my baby every week, and I'm getting so many pictures of baby. I'm gonna keep every single one. These are just like treasures to me. And I didn't even show you. Last week, I told you the baby was moving like crazy, and they tried to give me like a printout, like a cute like little profile printout, or like maybe, you know, a good portion of the body. Last week, so much movement, the only picture that I could get was like of the spine. I will put it in here. It's like, you're just like, there's your baby's spine. That's all we could get this week. I mean, they did all the checks they were supposed to do on all the organs and the heart and everything like that. But as far as like getting like a cute ultrasound kind of framing going, it just wasn't happening. So we got a nice shot of the spine last week. Just a preview of what our baby is gonna be like, and I'm so excited. I mean, honestly, I don't know if that's true, but if it is, we're getting a wild one for sure. And there's my other wild girl. All right, so that's it for my updates. Oh, I will say last night, the place we went to for dinner was really good. I thought it was like a cool vibe all around. The menu was interesting. I liked the food that we got. I wasn't super into the ribs. They were definitely not my favorite ribs that I've ever had. So I'd say maybe don't order that if you go there. But other than that, I generally really like that place. We'd never been there before, so that was good. And then last night we just relaxed and we watched The Handmaid's Tale. We actually started watching that show when it came out, and we started listening to the book together when we did our big road trip from Houston to LA when Grant moved. I don't know why we fell off with watching that show. I feel like it's because we started listening to the book and we wanted to finish the book before we really got into the show, and we watched like half of the first season and just stopped watching. I have no idea why. But then recently when the new season came out and a bunch of people were talking about it online, I was like, let's watch that show. So we've been back in it, and oh my gosh, it is a lot, but we've been like tearing through it. I think we are at the very end of season 2 right now. And so we were watching that last night, just like relaxing, and it was a really good night, a really fun date night, and now my camera is blinking at me. All right, so I'm gonna take that as my sign that I need to get up, get myself in this nursery, and get going working on this wall. It seems like the clouds are coming back. I feel like it's about to start raining again. So annoying. Actually, before I get started, I have to tell you more about my idea. That definitely needs to happen before I start. So I think last time I talked to you guys about it, I was thinking wallpaper. Wallpaper is out, not doing wallpaper. I looked at a lot of different options. I found some that were really, really cute. The peel and stick option, like the traditional option. I even thought about doing like a panel in the middle of the wall and doing like some molding around. That is really cute. I just don't know if I want to invest the time and the money it takes to do that right now for a nursery. And you know, this room is not forever, you know, like this is not gonna be like the kids' room for life. It is a smaller room. Like once the kid is ready to like move on, they'll definitely be in a bigger room, but this is just like the most convenient room because it's on the same level that our room is, just like, you know, you guys get that stuff. So I decided to do like an accent wall. So I'm sure you've seen it before when people do like an arch or like a half circle behind a bed. Well, I think it looks really, really cute behind a crib. And I know it's like very trendy and potentially played out, but it is so cute and it looks so cute with a crib. And I love that idea, and I feel like it will look really cute with my color palette. And I considered so many different paint colors. I finally got it narrowed down. We got the paint yesterday. And along the way, as I was considering the whole arch idea, it turned into a semicircle idea. So it's just gonna be like a half circle peeking out around the crib. And I started looking at wall art because if I do this little arch, like, yeah, that's like a moment on the wall, that's cute, but I would like to have some wall art on either side of the crib. And I found this print that was really cute, and it was like a little sun. It was like a little half circle and the rays were coming out. And then I found another one that was very similar, and I was like, I love these are so cute. And then it clicked, I should just make this arch or this half circle into a sun. Yes, I made my very approachable, easy accent wall idea into something definitely more complex, but honestly not that complex. Well, we'll have to see what happens. I'm not even really sure how it's gonna look quite yet, but in my mind, it's gonna be really cute to just have like this little half circle sun behind the crib. I think it's gonna be precious. And right now I'm gonna get to drawing it out, mapping it out, and I think I'm gonna put tape around the rays, but I don't think I'm gonna try tape around the half circle because it's round. I think I'm gonna have to freehand that, and I'm totally okay with it if it's not like absolutely perfectly crisp, clean perfection, but I'm gonna try my best. All right, let's get started. All right, back in the nursery, we've got our drop cloth down. We've got a lot of random tape going on. This tape right here was just mapping out where the crib is gonna be, and that's how tall the crib is gonna be. So we can take that off of the wall, and we're gonna be doing semicircle here. And then we're gonna have our rays coming off like this. Are you ready to help Missy Bean? All right, so in case that wasn't clear, all we did was nail a little piece of twine at the center point of the wall, so exactly halfway in between, because that's where we're gonna center our crib. And then on the other end of the twine, I taped and tied a pencil, and I made the twine as long as I wanted the height of the semicircle to be, and I basically just pulled it taut and went around and drew a line on the wall, and we'll paint over that line, and we'll paint all inside of this line. Bump is popping today. This baby needs some holding. She's like, what's going on? Will you hold me? Look at those little paws. Oh, I've got to do my nose. It's very hard with the yardstick. Ah! Oh, I made a mistake. We gotta get some tweezers. I decided to flex my color guard skills that are, you know, non-existent at this point, but I was spinning this free yardstick that I don't even know where it came from, and apparently it is so raw. It put like an entire piece of wood into my hand. We gotta do surgery now. All right, all better. It didn't hurt that bad until he like ripped my skin off to get it out. Okay, so I had the idea that we could just use this yardstick as a template for our sun rays. And so we're gonna go with that. And this is gonna be just kind of like our centermost ray coming up. And we're gonna try to space them all out from this point on both sides. Obviously, they're not all gonna be that long because there's only a limited amount of space over here, but we'll figure that out when we get there. So now we're just gonna use some of this frog tape and we're gonna tape off the areas that are traced out with the ruler. I'm really not committed to the idea of perfection on this, but I do think taping it off will just make it a whole lot easier.
That was pretty easy.
Yeah, that looks good. All right, we are finally done mapping out the wall. From here, you can't really see the semicircle, but it starts basically just below where the rays start. We decided to do some long, some short, and some in two pieces. I am in love with it. I don't know about the tape that we chose. Hopefully it holds up for us and there's not a lot of bleeding with the paint, but I am so excited to actually get started on the painting part because I think it's gonna be so cute. I'm really, really, really happy. And honestly, I love the yellow. It's not gonna be yellow, but I think the yellow is really cute for now at least. Ooh, this smells really good. Saucy. All right, it looks like a beautiful dinner, thanks to Grant. All right, it's the end of the night. I'm so ready to get in bed. We stopped halfway through a Handmaid's Tale episode because honestly, that show kind of makes me mad sometimes. I'm just like, I've had it with you. You're wasting my time. This is craziness. I feel like we're going in circles. And I mean, obviously we have to go in circles or the show would just be over. Anyway, I don't even want to talk about it. Today is an exciting day. I can't wait to hear the updates tomorrow about Mary and J and their baby. I'm so excited. I'm just so excited. I've been talking to her about it. I just hope and pray that everything goes perfectly and smoothly. It's all I want. And I just cannot wait to meet this baby. And oh, also, while we're talking about babies, I posed the question asking people to tell me their gender guesses on Instagram. So I'm sorry. I also asked it here. Sorry if it's an overlap if you also follow on Instagram, but I know some people only follow the vlogs or only follow on Instagram or whatever. So I'm asking everywhere. I'm taking all guesses. And I also want to say I have never dropped hints or tried to throw anyone off. And all the times people have been like, oh, so-and-so said this or so-and-so said that. Like every time I've seen a comment like that, I've gone back and tried to watch it and hear what people are hearing. So people are always thinking like I'm like dropping hints, like I'm like Stanley Kubrick over here, like leaving little messages and stuff. That's not what's happening. I wish I was sneaky like that, but I'm definitely not. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited about the progress that we made on the nursery. I'm so excited for all the news coming this week. There's just a lot of exciting things happening and I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks. I love you. Bye.